Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Trader Demon. Wanted to show you a good setup I think is coming on gold. Caught the buys yesterday. And first things foremost, make sure you guys like and subscribe. We are ready to take off on these markets. Let's get right to it. So I have this markup on gold here, and I'm going to show you how I got to it. Yesterday, we was able to catch these buys here. Yes, we were right on the money too. And we rode it up till here today. We're actually waiting for more buys to come back in. We did catch the sell as well. And I'm going to walk you through to show you how I came about this chart here. How did I mark this chart? I'm going to use a different one so it's clean. So the first thing I did personally, I went, I like to go to the 1 hour and I like to stretch it out for about a week worth of time. So you say today's the 7th, so you can go about to the first or right before the first. So long as I have that much information in front of me, I'm cool. This is how many candles I need. All right. I do use one moving average, which is the 24 day. Okay, they're unavailable right now. That's cool. It's pretty strange. But in any event, I use a 24 day. It's not really a big thing. I just dare use it for reference. So what I like to look for is structure and value on this 1 hour. Okay. And then I'll verify it on a monthly, how we should trade it. Or the other way around. You can go to the monthly to see the strength. Is it, you know, pretty much buying up or is it selling off? You can tell that on a monthly because those guys have the most control of the market, the bigger time frames. So let's get right into it. Most guys start their trend line from lows. You know how they connect them. I don't know. It could be this way, right? It could be this way, right? Well, me personally, I take my trend line and I start from the correction. Okay. See how you got your first low, your bull move, and your correction. This is where I start my trend line. And I like to attach the trend line from this low. And I like to look for the highest high. Obviously, this is the one that gave us this high. But look for the next high and you connect those lows. Okay. So this is the next high right here. It's pretty much came up to right there. Equal highs. So here's the low that connected that high. I would draw my trend line like this. Just two lines I want to draw. Bottom of the wick to the bottom of the wick. Then I'm going to draw the bottom of the wick to the body of the candle. Right now, hold on. Let's see. Now, seeing that, you would know that if you're bullish on this, you would try to buy it around this order block somewhere. We're going to label this order block. Remember, we don't know if we're bullish or bearish. We haven't looked at the bigger time frames. We're just marking this 1 hour. Looks like a potential area to buy if you were bullish around 28.57. Okay. Now that's just a trend. Next thing I mark is what phase of the market are we in? Are we above or below value? Because this is very important. If we are bullish, we're going to take trades up around value. If we are bearish, we're going to take trades down around value. Let me explain. We're going to find value by locating liquidity. Okay. Liquidity is the double even tops or even bottoms. All right. So you can see right about here is liquidity. double tops right there, and that's a range. So we're going to label this range right here. I'm going to mark it red. Why the stuff keep popping up? Oh, and we're going to put the value line right in the middle, smack in the middle, and label it value for 1 hour. The 1 hour chart. Okay, and you can see how price reacts off of this area pretty well. What is value? We'll have to talk about that on another video, but value is very important. Just let's just put it like this. Long story short, would you buy something that's overpriced? If you go into the store and you know you usually pay $5 for a gallon of milk, would you buy it for 7.50 if they told you next week it's going to be on sale for $3? No, right? Because the value is $5. So why would you buy it for 7.50? You will wait next week to buy it for 3.50 or $3. So until it gets undervalued. Okay, that's how you're gonna get equity and with anything. It's buying it undervalued. So this is how you locate value is in the middle of liquidity. Value is in the middle of liquidity, which is which is called an order block. Now, a lot of people will call order blocks, something down here to catch. I'll show you. This could be an order block right here, this candle. This is what they would call order block. Technically, order blocks are made inside of liquidity. Why are they made inside of liquidity? Because this is where the market is taking retail orders. Institutions are not involved in this area of pricing. Let me say that again. Institutions are not involved in the pricing in the market right here. It's only retail traders. So institutions are watching the orders that the market is taking so they can begin to manipulate the market. That's why this is called an order block. Okay. Bunch of retail orders in here getting filled up left and right. Some think it's going up, some think it's going down. All right. So that's what we call an order block. Okay. So that's being stated. Like I said before, if we want to buy it, we want to buy it around value or maybe right below value. You want to sell it, you want to sell it at value or above value. Okay. Same concept. There is big news today, NFP news. So we're going to get some major moves in this market. And this is part of the manipulation of news. This is why the price came back and stuck right here around value. It's going to make people think it's selling. It's going to make people think it's buying. Da, 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 da. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take an advantage. We're going to go to the monthly and we're going to analyze how strong is gold. This is going to give us the answer. So let's change over to the monthly time frame. Let's see. So if you think about it, gold has no reason to come down yet. Notice I didn't change anything. I didn't move the screen left or right. I kept on a 1 hour weekly view. I stayed on this view. Through each bigger time frame, I stay on this view. When we get to the smaller time frames, you can change it up, but you stay on this particular view. You do not have to move left or right. You got enough candles in front of you to read. But if you go to the monthly, who's in control? These guys. This monthly is strong. It has no signs of turning around. None. So we go back to the 1 hour and we can say this is a safe buy below value or at value. And that's where we would take the trade. So our trade setup will look like this. We can come back below. And remember I told you where those orders are, how liquidity makes an order block? Well, check this out. You see how you got your high and your low? Usually the order blocks are formed after swing moves like highs and lows. the highs and lows. And then you got a small order block here, just a slight one. Double tops right here, and then your bottoms. Okay. So the one of the best trades would be back here at this order block. Ooh, I labeled that the wrong color. One of the best trades would be back here at this order block at value. Okay. But we can start buying it up here at value. This is just the rules. We're going to start buying around value and below value, just not above it. When you're buying above value, you're already giving the money, the market money. You don't want to give away equity. You don't want to buy a Tesla for $100,000 knowing they're going to go on discount in 2 weeks for $50,000. You're buying over value. You don't want to do that. All right. So this is how we look at each trade. We're going to follow up on gold later, maybe next week to show you what happens. But we're looking for gold to either come here. Let's move it over some right there. We'll use the bottom of this as a stop loss. And we can go to the top. Now, I do think gold goes higher and create new highs off of this move. You've seen the monthly. The monthly is ready to run. So we can probably make new highs. But to be modest and to be safe, you take it out at this high and you wait for it to break and then come back. Because it eventually can come back to here. Okay. So the move would be you want it to come up here, break these highs, come back to value, right? Where the trend is, and then go continue on. That's what we're looking for. So, guys, it's Trader Demon. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and I'll be here with a whole lot more stuff. We just did gold. Well, we will focus on some stocks. I'm sorry, guys. It's early. You gotta forgive me. I just had my coffee, but we'll focus on some stocks, crypto, everything eventually. We'll follow up on gold. I hope you guys was able to, catch up. If not, rewind, take it step by step. And this is technical analysis. Thank you guys for stepping by.